We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves. Like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious.
The basketball community is witnessing what might be one of the most perplexing endorsement decisions in recent memory, as Angel Reese continues to produce highlight reels that leave commentators more inclined to mute the broadcast than cue the replay. Her upcoming signature shoe with Reebok remains scheduled for a 2026 release. Behind the scenes, industry experts are starting to murmur that this could go down as one of the costliest miscalculations since someone decided to bet big on the XFL.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat out show versus Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Boy, did they ruin Angel Reese's homecoming.
Whenever Angel Reese steps onto the court, statisticians nationwide brace themselves, and not in anticipation of greatness. In her sophomore season, she's accomplished something oddly impressive, converting just 31.5% of her layup attempts, despite ranking third in the league for most layups attempted. Let that sink in. We're talking about a 6'3" professional basketball player missing shots that high school bench warmers usually make with ease.
The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance. Check out some highlights for yourself. Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a superstar.
Reese's inefficiency around the basket has become almost mathematically unbelievable to the point of becoming unintentional entertainment. A notable example occurred in a game against the New York Liberty, where she missed 4 straight putback attempts within a 12-second span, 2 of which were blocked. The video spread online at lightning speed, though not for praise. It quickly became a textbook example of turning a routine play into a full-blown spectacle.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up. What she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys?
Her overall field goal percentage for the season stands at a seemingly solid 44.4%, but the number becomes less impressive when you realize that the majority of her shots are taken from right underneath the basket. For context, most professional players finish layups at a rate of 70% to 80%. Somehow Reese has managed to turn the simplest shot in the game.
Spin cycle, the Angel Reese face up. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap. Cook up. Crossover. Crossover right to the rack. And oh, but we got our own rebound. Beautiful. We got our own offensive rebound. Here we go again. A little bit of travel action in there. Oh, and we missed another. But don't worry. We grabbed our second rebound. Let me just posture up real quick. Talk my ish. You can't guard me. You can't guard me. Point forward, Angel Reese.
Perhaps the most revealing sign of how troubling her shot selection has become is the reaction from commentators, whose job it is to make every play sound thrilling. WNBA and NBA announcers are trained to hype up even the most routine free throws, but when Angel Reese approaches the rim, they're struggling not to break character.
With her dominant performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Lynxers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record. Look at her resume in the WNBA.
If you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit subscribe. In one recent broadcast, after another head-scratching missed layup, a commentator couldn't suppress a laugh on air. This wasn't the lighthearted chuckle that comes after a fluke error. It was the unmistakable tone of disbelief and exasperation. When even the game's storytellers start to laugh at your performance, it marks a line few athletes ever come close to crossing. These moments have sparked a wave of social media content. Mashups of her missed layups are racking up millions of views, complete with slow motion effects and circus soundtracks. This isn't the kind of viral fame that moves merchandise. It's the type that sends brand managers back to the drawing board.
Inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury, Tyler Marsh? I'm looking at...
Performance issues can sometimes be brushed aside when a team is winning, but that's not the case here. Angel Reese's struggles are amplified by the Chicago Sky's inability to secure victories. With a 7-21 record, the team has paired Reese's shooting problems with an overall performance that might struggle in a casual weekend league. They're currently in the midst of an 8-game losing streak. Perhaps more notably, they've gone 0-5 in games where Reese was out due to her recent back injury. This creates a strange contradiction. The Sky can't win with her, and yet they're somehow even worse without her. It's like watching someone complain about a busted air conditioner while the entire house is on fire.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts winning.
Coach Tyler Marsh has tried to stay optimistic, but even his most polished statements can't cover up the glaring problem. This team revolves around a player whose most consistent highlight is ending up on blooper compilations. When your star athlete's standout moments consist of missed layups that would challenge a blindfolded 7th grader, playoff dreams tend to realign fast. Reebok's move to make Reese the face of their basketball reboot, spearheaded by Shaquille O'Neal, raised plenty of questions. She was their first big signing with a signature shoe planned for 2026. On paper, it looked like a bold, forward-thinking move, a young talent with a massive online following and perceived potential, but sometimes paper plans crumble under the weight of real-world performance. Reebok CEO Todd Krinsky even likened Reese to legends like Shaq and Allen Iverson, praising her potential to shift culture. That comparison is now more heartbreaking than inspiring, mainly because O'Neal and Iverson were, crucially, elite athletes. More and more industry insiders are starting to wonder whether Reebok truly grasped what they signed up for. When you align your brand with an athlete, you're not just endorsing their present, you're investing in their future. And in Reese's case, that future looks like a direct line to the bottom of the rim, followed by the ball ricocheting out of bounds.
Who I went to school with. I'm not gonna unfollow people who are not friends of mine, but acquaintances, right? Again, you don't have to, I'm not gonna do that to you. But again, sometimes I'd be looking at their page and like, bro, you are fucking lucky. Cause I wanted to unfollow you so fucking bad, but again, I'm not no celeb, so I ain't gonna do it. But I low-key be plotting on niggas to unfollow me, just so I could be like, bitch! I don't even fuck with you like that. For real, for real. And a lot of times I be wanting to unfollow people because a lot of people don't even really post on social media.
Oddly enough, the most relieving development in this ongoing saga has been Reese's recent back injury, which has kept her off the court for several games. While no injury should ever be seen as a good thing, her time away has provided a welcome break from the weekly montage of basic basketball mishaps. The timing, ironically, worked out well. It came just as social media reached peak saturation with viral clips of her missed layups, giving fans and analysts a brief moment to reset from the cringe. It's also bought Reebok a little time to rethink how they plan to promote sneakers linked to someone known more for misses than makes. Even more importantly, her injury aligned with a game against the Indiana Fever, a team led by Caitlin Clark, Reese's college rival who has smoothly transitioned to the pros. Her absence meant fans were spared what could have been one of the most lopsided one-on-one matchups in recent memory. Think David versus Goliath if David had a blindfold on and Goliath showed up with a basketball.